Hello. For many people, buying a house is an important and overwhelming decision. There are many options out on the real estate market today that can create confusion for a person. Do you want to purchase a cute little bungalow or a house with many rooms and many floors? How much square feet should you buy? For your first home, should you buy a smaller home and then later buy a larger home? Or should you just buy one house that's a little large for you at first and then grow into it with your family? Do you want a fixer-upper or one with a little maintenance? What is your preference on do-it-yourself projects? And then what kind of architecture? Do you want an energy-saving house that's round, or would you like a fixer-upper or traditional house with a couple floors, a single-floor unit, a trailer, a room with a lot of additions, a building with a lot of additions? There are so many options available for people today. Houses in California, for instance, and houses on the East Coast are very different because of the weather, and that's something you need to take into consideration. The West Coast tends to have a lot of earthquakes, so that their houses are built out of materials that won't crumble. For instance, brick is great for the Northeast, but if it was in California, as soon as the earthquake happened, it would crumble. Your body is built remarkably similar to a house. For example, in your bathroom of your house, you have an exhaust pipe to allow gas to leave your house and not build up. If you look up on the chimney, you'll often see a small black piping, and that is from the bathroom, and it's the exhaust pipe. Your body also has an exhaust pipe in your intestinal system that allows the gas not to build up. Your foundation of your house, whether it be concrete or cement blocks or pressure-treated wood, it has a very important job of supporting your house. In your body, feet do the same thing. It's important to understand that they're very strong and they protect you from water and insects. So your feet, you put shoes on top of them that you want to keep dry or protect from bugs, so that way your foot won't become diseased and your house won't be infected by termites or have rot or water damage. In every house, you have a fuse panel if the house has electricity, like most do. Inside your fuse panels are breakers that control how much electricity goes to what room. Your body has something very similar, and that is the brain. The brain controls the neurological impulses that tell the rest of your body what to do. The brain controls the electricity much like a fuse box controls the amount of electricity to each room and each breaker. Now, if you are cold, you put on a jacket. And in a house, you would add insulation to keep heat in. Insulation is judged on an R scale that labels how thick the insulation is. If you live in the north, you're going to want a higher R value, and in the south you're going to want a smaller R value. But sometimes if it's warm outside, you want a lot more insulation to keep the heat out. It's the same for you of how many jackets you put on. The jacket you'd wear in Alaska would be very different than the jacket you'd wear in Hawaii. Insulation and jackets are really important to make sure that you keep the heat in and the cold out, and it allows the house and your body to breathe. which is an important way to keep the sweat and moisture buildup outside to prevent rot or body odor. Your house, you're going to want to repaint or clean the siding about every 3 years. And by doing that, you extend the life of your house. And if you were to ignore that, your house would break down. Similar to your body, if you didn't take the steps for proper hygiene and exercise, your body would not only smell, but you'd start noticing some differences that might break part of your body. Where you plant trees is very important to your house. If you plant the tree too close to your house, its roots might go into your foundation, or if a storm came, the limbs might land on the roof, allowing pests to come inside your house through the eaves or through the hole in the ceiling. They can also get in through the gutter, which is right underneath the eaves, which is why it's important to keep those clean as well. You want to make sure that your house is separate from the trees. Just like your body has you have personal space and boundaries, you want the same amount of personal space and boundaries around your house. So set the trees away from the house so that way your foundation won't be ruined and your roof will remain intact and it will keep the pests out. So same with checking the foundation. You want to check and make sure that there isn't a lot of grass around the edge of the foundation or leaves piling up in the fall, because again, that allows a way for the pests to make their way inside your house and destroy your house potentially.